One, two, one, two, one. Turn me up. Turn me up.
The champ is here.
I'm not even sure how I want to start this. I've been sitting here thinking, but skip all my normal introductions. Ain't no thumbnail for this one. I'm just going straight in. We ain't even in subscribe only mode. We just gonna rock, right? I get tired of having the same conversation. I get tired of saying the same shit to y'all over and over and over. And ain't nobody listening. Y'all just revert. Not even revert, just see reversion suggests that there was a change. Y'all don't change. It's just the same bullshit over and over and over. Month after month, year after year, channel after channel. Get tired of one channel, y'all move to another channel. Usually it's the same group of people hanging out in the chat, on panels, same bullshit, same talking points, same nonsense. And I asked the question a while ago. Is there ever going to be any growth in the sphere? Right? I'm not even going to put the man in it no more because y'all not acting like men. I'm not saying names. You know who you are. And it really don't need to be discussed beyond what I'm going to say. Who is he talking about and what difference it makes? Listen, stop trying to shoot the messenger. Y'all ain't never heard that? Y'all missed the message because y'all into that he said, she said shit. And shooting messages back and forth and taking sides and dry snitching. When did that become a thing? Uh, I, I am from an older version of the Matrix. I said on the brother's channel earlier in the chat, I'm from an older version of the Matrix. And the version of the Matrix I'm from, there was dry snitching wasn't allowed. That was against the code. You didn't even dry snitch on your worst enemy. Your worst enemy could have shot your mama, and the police is interrogating you, and you ain't say nothing. You like, I don't know nothing. I just want to bury my mom. And then you deal with it outside of that. Shooting the one, like what happened to that? That ain't a thing no more. Y'all even know what that means? Shoot the one? Shoot the fair one? But dry snitching? You know something that another dude is doing behind his girl's back, or you assume it's behind his girl's back, and you put it out there on blast? Like, where they do that at? And you got the nerve to look at yourself in the mirror like you a man? And then everybody is the gossip hounds, and y'all think that shit is cool? And y'all want to analyze it and all that. I mean, I can't believe y'all still talking about that shit. I can't believe it. I can't remember the last time I seen two grown men fight. I ain't talking about professional. I'm talking about in the streets. Real life fight. You don't see that. Wanna know why? Because most of y'all niggas ain't never had a fight in your whole life. That's facts. How many times have y'all heard me say that? How many times have somebody threatened to pull up on me on the panel and I gave out my real address? I just did it the other day. My real address, ain't nobody ever pulled up on me. Nobody. And I'm handicapped. I'm disabled. Multiple disabilities. But ain't nobody crazy enough to pull up on me. Because you think I'm less dangerous, or am I more dangerous? But I let y'all think about that. And then if let's say somebody happened to pull up on me, then you got to deal with my two crazy kids. And you definitely don't want them problems. My kids get busy for real. But that's another thing. I ain't on here for that. I'm talking about the state of the sphere. And I think that title is appropriate, man. We just had the State of the Union. The state of the sphere is y'all stuck. Y'all stuck in COVID era shit. Y'all still think it's COVID. Y'all still operating like that. Ain't no growth. We still talking about subscribers. Half these cats is buying subscribers anyway. I've been saying that. Uh, and I watch a lot of content. And I see what the white folks is doing. Not to make it a racial thing, but it is. They getting sponsors. They getting sponsorships. I don't see too much of that in the manosphere. Because y'all don't do nothing. Y'all don't go nowhere. Y'all don't interact with the real world. So what product can you push? You haven't evolved. I've been telling y'all outside the real world, go out there. Y'all still consumers. Y'all not businessmen. Y'all get a little bit of money and pretend to be a businessman. Some of y'all are better at it than others, right? But as far as I could tell, your business is still based in the sphere, but you're supposed to be a businessman in the real world. What happens when this YouTube money dries up, and it will dry up? What happens? I've been around a long time. I've seen all of these socials come and go. GeoCities came and went. AOL and Yahoo came and went. The cell phone private socials. Sprint had one, Verizon had one, came and went. MySpace came and went. Facebook is still around, but Facebook is really old people shit now, right? You got people that's gonna miss out on YouTube altogether. They're gonna miss out on the whole podcasting social era. They're gonna miss out. They don't even know what you're talking about when you say certain things that is common to us, even in the political side of things. They have no clue. They just in oblivion. They don't know what's going on. So the next big thing is gonna happen quickly within the next year or two, I would imagine. And we overdue for a paradigm shift. The brother said something interesting earlier, and I liked him. That was the first time Amanaz had me check him out. I heard the name before, but I never checked him out. I checked him out. I like the way he spoke, and I listened. I even cash apped him. $5 or whatever. And I don't do a lot of cash apping, but I wanted to support him. You know, I do that. He recognized me. I don't know he know who I am, but he recognized me right away multiple times. So respect. I appreciate that. And I hit him with the cash app. And the brother, he dropped the definition of Achman's razor, which was a little off. My understanding, and maybe I'm wrong, but my understanding of Achman's razor is the simplest explanation is often the truth. That's what Achman's razor is. It's never complicated. It's never some wild ass theory. It's always going to be the simplest explanation. That's always been my understanding. That's the only thing I would have an issue with anything the brother said. He made a lot of sense. But I wish he wouldn't even delved into that topic at all. Who gives a shit? We've been having these arguments in every social space for 30 years. How do I know that? I've been around. And it's the same arguments over and over. I don't know who's listening to me. I don't know who's going to hear this. I'm going to be 50, just I'm at that, I'm getting a little wisdom stage. Okay. And I'm trying to share what little wisdom I have. I see Amanaz in the chat. What'd she say? Hold on. Let's see if I can zoom in and without messing it up. Said she did a show on this in the end of 23. Yeah, I mean, I've done a few shows like this. I done fell out with people and did this same. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. When we gonna stop having these circular arguments? That's what I called the name of my show way back when. I said it on JVJ's channel and other channels. When are we gonna stop having these circular arguments? That's not what men do. I did the AB experiment where I discussed that was another variation of this conversation. A is the problem, B is the solution. Men draw the shortest line and get to it directly. Whereas women will send a squiggly line, circular, never get to the B. I've done that multiple times, right? But that's what we doing here in the manosphere. We come up with problems, problem, talk about problems every which way from sundown, but nobody ever comes up with no solution. That's why we don't understand politics and we're so susceptible to the propaganda. I did show on propaganda years ago. Got 1,000 videos. I've done shows on all kind of shit now that I think about it. Sometimes multiple versions of it. Well, propaganda is the greatest weapon. And they use propaganda anytime they go, any army. Shang Tsung talked about Shang Tzu talked about this in the Art of War. Propaganda is the best weapon, greatest weapon. And America has mastered that. Anytime they go into another country, they already started pushing propaganda in that country well in advance of them taking any kind of military action. For multiple reasons. I did a show on that where I talked about the military bases. Y'all, those, the passport bros and all these ridiculous people who want to think they're going to leave America. America runs the world. Got over known military bases. It's like 500 to 700. All you got to do is Google military bases around the world and look where they're positioned. I pulled that picture up way back when. Right? So where you going to go? Where you going to go and be free from America? The dollar is still the currency that runs the world. And we got the largest military by far. A lot of y'all don't realize this. Talk to my cousin about this. United States military, roughly 1.5 million. Great Britain's military is like 100,000. The French army is less than that. Germany is around 100,000. Japan, only got, you see, Russia can't even handle Ukraine. Ukraine didn't even have an army of significance. And they still fighting 5 years. We got North Korea, China. That's it. And they not trying to go to war with America because it'll be all out war and it'll be mutual destruction. They don't want that. They're businessmen in China, Korea. And we buy all their shit. Two sides of the same coin. A house divided will not stand. But y'all fall for the propaganda. You see what just happened in Venezuela. When America wants something, they go in and take it. They went and took the president in the middle of a military installation while Russia, China, and Cuba were there. It's no competition. And Trump told y'all that Tuesday night, they scared. Ain't nobody know America. They hadn't seen America get busy in a while, in a long time. Not really. So Trump had to flex, and he did. And I loved it. But we ain't having real conversation. We having foolish conversation. We got primaries going on right now. I know here in Gastonia, they start next week, March 3rd. Y'all ain't talking about those. I ain't heard nobody talking about those in the sphere. Right? But everybody's a political scientist all of a sudden, right? No, you can't be a political science when you worried about one dude smashing some side shit. So what? Oh, he's a hypocrite. Ain't that what I've been telling y'all? All these Christians are anyway. Did nobody see how many videos I posted just today on the pastors getting called out around the country? Deacon clap cheeks and pastor pork chop. Have I not been telling you about them for years? So why you surprised? This nigga ain't even a deacon. He ain't even in church like that. He just say he a Christian or whatever. Who cares? What is a Christian? They've murdered more people around the globe than anybody else in history. Why are you surprised? What difference does it make? If his wife ain't saying nothing, she ain't filing no papers, who cares? Who cares? And with all his NDAs and everything, I'm sure he ain't got no paperwork on that wife. I'm sure she gonna get half. So if he want to risk that, hey, that's on him. That's his business. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Hey. But I told y'all, I don't have the patience for Box, as he calls it. And I like him. I like dude. But I see through the bullshit too. Like I told y'all, this brand, this facade that he puts out ain't authentic. What did I tell y'all just the other day? You got three dudes that's giving you the real. That's me, that's Coach, that's AM. And we all got our different spins on it. Now, that's all. And of course, the GOAT. I'm going to give it to the GOAT, Tommy Sotomayor. I'm going to put him in there. Everybody else, I'm wishy-washy on. And I've seen everybody else for the most part. Yeah, new dudes pop up here and there. They get hot for a minute. They fizzle off. Yeah, they come and go. Deep in Israel is still here. With my same, I ain't about the numbers. I'm not looking for numbers. I'm trying to stay alive. That's what's important to me. I'm comfortable with what I got. Me catching lightning and getting the influx of money, it wouldn't change much for me. It'd change my kids, but it wouldn't change me. I'd still be in an apartment somewhere. Might be a little nice apartment though. Yeah, yeah, it definitely would be nicer with a nicer view. But I'd still be doing the same exact shit I'm doing right now, and I'd have some kind of couch like this. It probably wouldn't be this one, but and it probably wouldn't be red. I might do orange or yellow, but that's it. That's the only thing that would change. I still be making my cooking videos. I still be broadcasting right from like I'm doing that. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the box. And I love box. Y'all know I'm the cookie monster. I love some box. But I ain't beat for it because I done got so much box in my life. I done had every kind of box there is. I ain't never had Japanese box. Let me stop. There's a couple of boxes I haven't had, but I don't care. I don't care. I like black women, so I don't really have to do the international thing. I have no interest in traveling internationally anymore. I want to see the country. So that's what I would do. I want to hit all 50 states. I want to go see my man outdoor with Bomb up in Alaska and Michigan. And I want to go to Arizona and see Tiny Shiny Home. So y'all about my man G Bear in California. That's what I want to do. I want to see states I've never seen before. The Great Plains, Montana. The girl was telling me they be having pet monkeys and shit. I'm like, what? Yeah, that's what they do up there in Montana. I said, really? I got to see that. Yeah. So I want to go overlanding. Give me a nice Polaris Expedition XP North Star Edition with some 35s might be too big, but at least 33s. Give me an Assassin's clutch on there and kit it out with the dual exhaust. Yeah, I want to do that shit and go overlanding for a couple of days. That's the kind of stuff I want to do. I'll go live out there. Get some sponsorships. I'm sure as a black man doing it, hanging out with them overlanders. Yeah, I should get some sponsorships easy. Sell some mods and shit. but we gotta expand. Evolution takes too long. So y'all that before. Evolution takes hundreds of thousands of years. But we gotta learn to adapt, to be adaptable. And always I keep telling us in the sphere that we always the last to take advantage of the tools that we have access to. This is a tool. And y'all not using it. I'm old and broken down. Oh man, if I didn't have my conditions, I'd be running circles around y'all. I was doing this social shit 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Y'all just now catching up to me the last 5 years. And I'm still here. I'm still relevant. Why? Because y'all too busy talking bullshit, sports, the Cowboys. Cowboys ain't won shit since the 90s, but y'all still, you keep crazy Cowboy fans and Steelers fans. When the last time the Steelers won? Who cares? I don't even hardly watch sports no more. I watched that Panthers Rams game the last 5 minutes because I had money on the game. I get just as much enjoyment as watching the speech. I had money on the speech. My dollar bet turned into 150. 150. That was my sport event. I'm a capitalist. I'm about the money. So y'all claim to be about the money. I don't see the evidence of it. I don't see the evidence. I see a couple of dudes doing okay, but I don't really see no empires being built. Or maybe empires is too much. I don't see too many kingdoms being built. I see y'all doing regular ass shit. I can't tell if y'all got regular jobs or if y'all really get money on here. I can't tell. It looks the same. But then I look over and I see what the other groups of people are doing, and I could see they got producers, they got staffs, they hiring, they setting up operations, putting people to work. Y'all ain't even putting nobody to work. And everything is behind a paywall. This is why these other groups get ahead of us. Because they practice group economics. That's what y'all powernomics. Dr. Claude Anderson has been teaching this for 30 years, and y'all still won't do it. Y'all got to sell somebody something. They got to be a Patreon. They got to be some kind of paywall for you to share, and then we don't ever see when if you ain't on the inside of that paywall, you never see no evidence. We hear the stories, but we don't see no evidence. Oh, I done made people, I done helped this person get a bag, this person get a bag. Oh, where they at though? I hear the talk. I know the side chick was supposed to be getting money, but why people got to keep flying her out? Why she ain't flying herself out? See, I asked them questions. Because if you really got a boss mentality, you don't put yourself back in an employee mode, right? I don't know. Just my observation. It reminds me of early days of hip hop. Even now, everybody working on a demo. You got niggas still to this day working on demos. Really? Really, dude? You working on a demo? But it's the same thing. The old man, I saw TikTok recently, the old man telling the young man, you got to get off the porch and go do something. You got to go do something. Can't stand on this porch. You got to go do something off the porch. Right? Y'all want to stay on the porch and argue and shoot the shit and talk shit, dry snitch and try to one up each other and the dozens. And you've been playing the dozens since slavery. I mean, really? That's all the manosphere is devolved into. What was my first book, y'all? Negative acceleration. Y'all still doing it. I predicted that in 1993 when I started writing this shit. Negative acceleration. You're going in reverse. When are you going to stop going in reverse? When is it going to be some positive acceleration? When can I write that book? I've been wanting to write it. That was going to be my next book. I thought we was going to get there. 30 years later, he still ain't there. No positive acceleration. Yeah, I ain't got nobody, so guess I done pissed some. I guess I'm pissing people off. Oh shit. What this said? It's harmonized. I read that one already. I better start doing this so I could remember which ones I done seen already. But when we gonna positively accelerate people for the Repay Squad? I ain't gonna beat this dead horse. I'm just sick. Same. I get tired of doing once or twice a year. I gotta make a show like this because y'all still doing this foolishness. Dry snitching is cool now. Man, y'all different breed of cats, man. Y'all a different breed. Everybody claim to be a thug in front of the streets, but y'all ain't got no street code. Just certain shit you don't do. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm about to go lay down. I want to stretch out, man. This is ridiculous. Hopefully somebody hears this, man, and it wakes somebody up. Thank you for tuning in to the Peeps Podcast. I am your host, V-Ben Israel. You can call me Vic.
It's your boy.